Okay, this is our WG, Ride with Grudge. We're going to try this for a second time. I tried to make a motovlog earlier, but the fact that I'm doing this again just speaks volumes of how successful that was. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So yeah. What are we going to talk? Oh, well, I guess we can...
Phone connected.
Oh, phone connected. Thank you for that. So let's do part 3 of the Sena 10C. This one we'll call it, What Is It Missing? Okay, so for me, there's a couple things that I would like to see on this. And Sena is addressed on my previous video. They did a firmware 2.0, and they addressed a lot of things that I was looking for that they want to do. It's great. Thank you, Sena. It's made this unit a lot better. Major improvements was the microphone, the gain, being able to control the levels, and the addition of the looping to make it like a dash cam, and the video tagging where you can set 1 minute, 3 minute, or 5 minute segments, which could be perfect for motovlogging, because if you only want to do a 5 minute segment, there you go, put it on video tag and talk away for 5, and then where you go, you got yourself a motovlog. Anyway, so okay, let's get back to this list of what is it missing. Okay, so I mentioned it in the last one. There's a handlebar remote that you can, put on your bars here, clamp on, and you can control the communicator part of the Sena 10C with it. The telephone features, the radio, and touch to talk and stuff like that. I don't have the remote control because what that is missing with the 10C is to be able to control the camera with the remote control. Because I would like to be able to not have to take my hands off and bring it up here and fiddle around with the buttons where I can't see it. I'd like to have the remote control with buttons I can see, and maybe even like a little flashing LED to let me know that it's recording, because this is the second time I'm making this video because the first time apparently I wasn't recording. So here we go. The second thing that the Sena 10C is missing is video stabilization. And yeah, I can do a little bit of stabilization out of the whoa, that was a windy truck, out of the rendering software, video editing software. I can put some video stabilization in there, which I use with the GoPro, but I find that the 10C could still use some built-in video stabilization. Like the Sony cameras have probably got the best currently video stabilization. The Hero GoPro 5 is coming out October 2nd, so I'm not sure when you're going to see this video, but they got a mechanical built-in stabilizer in the GoPro 5 now. The Sena 10C or the Sena 10D, if there's a new model coming out next year, needs video stabilization. Especially since it clamps onto the helmet and people like me move their head around a lot when they talk. Or if you're getting a little bit of wind buffeting, I mean, you can see in some of my videos where the camera is like, you can see the shaking, and where the little wind blasts that come in and it video stabilization would really even that out. So that's another thing I would like to see with the Sena 10C, and that's what it's missing. The other thing that's missing is the ability to move the camera around on the helmet, right? Like the clamping device, don't get me wrong, I like the clamping device, it makes it easy, but maybe create some sort of extender, pre-existing the screw that's there, you can screw it onto that and bring it up a bit so that it's more eye level. So if you want to have, like, because I got this windshield here, and then probably on the 10C I'm seeing more of the windshield than I am over. Like with the GoPro, I got to set it up at eye level where I can see over and you can see what's going on. The 10C is a little more harder to get that type of thing unless I set up a lot more on the bike. So that's the third thing I would like to see them, see if they can develop something like that. The fourth thing, battery life. Yeah, and you know what, the GoPros too. I have a problem with the GoPro battery life. You have to buy an extra battery pack. So even if they can't, in the size of the unit they have right now, if they can't improve the battery within the unit itself, have the ability for us to clamp on an extra battery to the unit, so I don't have to have a wire dangling from it down into my pocket or jacket or stuff like that. Or I was thinking about velcroing it to the side of the helmet or whatever, but I have something I can add on, you know, like, you know, I'll buy that, because right now the battery probably lasts 35-40 minutes with the camera. If it's just on communicator mode, it'll last a few days, right? So communicator mode, you know, the battery life is excellent. Camera mode, no, I don't get enough camera. I always have to put an external battery plugged into it to be able to record all of my ride. If I was just using it just for motovlogging, well, motovlogs are usually between 5 and 10 minutes long. It'll do the trick. But because I'm using this also as a dash cam, I would like that ability to have that power to extend the life of it. So there you go. There's 4. All right. What else is the Sena 10C missing? The Sena 10C is also missing the ability. They have a good smartphone app that you can download from the Google Store and that, or if you're on iPhone Store, to be able to have the viewing, so you can see what the camera is seeing. So you know, because like I just put this on this helmet, and I really haven't not tested to see if I got the right angle, because you can make a few adjustments on this camera. And because I had to replace the clamp on here because the screw hole got stripped. I would like to be able to see if I'm lined up correctly, because right now I could be looking up at the sky with the camera and I wouldn't know, or looking down and, you know, you see nothing but my knees. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have that. Pretty much the other cameras that I played around with, they do have this feature, so I don't know why that one's missing. They got the app. I don't know, maybe it's the same reason why they don't have the remote control ability to the camera. Maybe there's just something in the software or hardware that's not compatible. I don't know. So anyways, so yeah, so that's what it's missing. Maybe there's a couple more other things that other people are looking for, but for me, those are the top 5 things are missing. So, you know, Sena's a good company. They you know, obviously they do listen to customers. They have fixed and addressed a lot of things that we have given them feedback on, and hopefully they'll continue to do so and start bringing out these features either on these units or future units to make it even better. You know, like I said in the first video, if they could take the camera technology from Sony and their communicator technology from themselves and marry the two, I think you would have a winner, you know, a big winner. But they don't, not yet. They're not there yet. It still does the job, still recommend it as a good motovlogging, especially if you're just beginning and you're not sure, and you want something easy, low profile to put on the helmet and just put on the helmet and go. You know, this is one of the better things to have out there. But those improvements that I listed, that's what I'm looking for to make this, I would say, better than the GoPro if that's what they're aiming for. No, anyways, so that's another ride with Grudge. So until next time, ride safe.